Welcome, guys, to another episode of Rich and Rich FC. I'm your host, Rich, with my guy Rich. We are back again with a new episode. Rich, how's your week?
Good so far, man. It can get a lot better this weekend.
Hey.
How about yours?
It's been good. Busy, a lot of games, disappointing results, but you know, we thrive. We thrive. See what the weekend has for us. So yeah. But
You,
if you look into the games,
uh,
Italy didn't make it.
yeah, they didn't make
They
it.
had a lot of
When,
chances. They didn't
when
make
did,
it.
sorry, but when did they last?
Um, 2010?
2010.
Yeah,
Damn, son.
yeah.
Damn.
They haven't
A
been
lot,
there for a
a
long
lot has
time.
changed, man. Chat GPT is even wasn't around.
The only thing that hasn't changed is Arsenal hasn't won the league yet. So,
Arsenal hasn't won the league yet.
yeah, maybe by the next time they go to the World Cup, they would have won. But
That's a good point.
as
I
of
think
now, they
I
have.
think that I think this year is gonna, change that for Arsenal, man.
Mm.
They can
Hopefully, but let's put a pin in that for now.
go.
But Italy didn't make it. They took
Yeah.
it to overtime.
Hmm.
They bottle it in.
PKs. Yes.
How?
First of all, what do you expect when your coach is Gattuso? When has Gattuso ever been a successful coach?
Well,
Does he seem like he has the emotional capacity to,
I
the
mean,
way the way they took the PKs, that's how I see, Gattuso's demeanor and his characteristic. It's just wild. But anyways, with the penalties, man, anybody can lose penalties, but they also like allowed more like one of the younger boys to take the first PK. And
mm,
that boy, yes, that was a bad PK. Mind me, even Asamoah's was better.
yeah.
But I mean, it happens. They're supposed to win, but they
Well,
haven't been.
they took the lead early. They had
Yes.
chances, and the goal by Moise Kean was very nice. He took it first time, like when that type of game and was a stake, and him taking it like that, it was like, you know what? He's at a high level, you know. So usually when it was a stake, you're taking a touch, making sure you're scoring that. He didn't
Yeah,
hesitate. He just took it and he went it.
yeah. I mean, another thing to bring up with Italy is, you know, all these teams that are top tier teams, they have a lot of foreigners that are in the team. So there's a lot of naturalized players.
Yeah.
Italy may have one or two, but look at Germany. They have Turkey, people from Turkey predominantly most of the time on their team. France. I look at
Yeah.
even England. England is diverse. Spain is diverse. Lamine is basically Moroccan, man. But he naturalized. So you have to, and I don't know how they do with the youth system, and you know how Italy itself, it's known to be prejudiced and
Yeah.
racist. So, you know, all these things kind of work. And then the whole thing with Gattuso coming out and say, oh, African teams shouldn't have these many. So to me, I wasn't born in Italy. I'm kind of glad they're out. They're a nonsense team.
I mean,
Most of the time, they just come play defense and win 1-0. Those days are over.
no, but from someone from there, I would say that they they put up a big fight. And if they win a competition, they would have gave a lot of teams a tough time, right? But looking at everything that there's a lot of instability in the team. And even looking at Serie A, they're not those teams are not doing well in Europe. So it's like you can kind of
It's
see
not,
what's going on around the team or outside the team. Let me say that.
yeah, I mean, they're not doing so good in Serie A. You can tell they have all these American players playing at Juventus and Milan now. So
Yeah.
come on, back in the days, you couldn't play for Milan. if you were from the US, no disrespect, but that,
No,
that's
that's true.
what it,
That's
that's just
true.
what it is. You have Weston McKinney and he shot it for Juventus. How can you expect to?
Yeah.
He's
So like the
yeah,
level of Italian football has really dropped, and you can see how that's affecting the national team now, where
yeah,
for at least the past three World Cups, they haven't been there.
correct. And the whole identity is lost. They were known for defense,
Exactly.
great goalkeeper. I mean, they have a
Like,
great goalkeeper now, but the defense is not good, and they're just not winners. I mean, 3 years now. Come on, right now, even Ghana's been making it.
right.
So,
Like
they're
as
not. And then they were ranked like number 11. So that shows like how biased those rankings can be too.
yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the rankings, some teams should not be there. Like, no disrespect, but like Italy should not be up there. The
Yeah.
US is way too high in my opinion. Uh
Hmm.
Mexico is also high as well. So some teams should not be there.
Yeah, and I think some of the teams they'll be exposed during the
Yeah,
World Cup. Even the friendlies, they've kind of been exposed. And especially in these playoff games. Come on, man. You're supposed to be buzzing here. They have a 40-year-old striker. That
exactly.
guy has been playing soccer since 2000. Come on, man.
Yeah. And even you're looking at that, it's an extended World Cup. It's not like it's the regular World Cup where
Yeah,
so they should have made it either way. Look at Sweden.
yeah.
They were so bad during the qualifiers and all of that, but somehow
Uh,
they managed to win.
you know why?
No, 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 no. We're not doing that because
The greatest striker in
his
the
goal,
Premier League.
his goal
The
was a
greatest.
pinball thing, and he just fell to them, a muscular
Excuse you.
defender, and
Excuse
popped it
you.
in.
Tell me somebody who scored 4 goals in 2 games this year.
Bear. 4 goals in 2 games.
On top of your mind, don't think about it.
Turkey. Actually, not Turkey. Nico
Or who?
O'Reilly
No, he didn't score 4 goals.
scored a hat trick. Scored
Yeah,
two goals
that
and
that's like four
two
goals.
goals against
You
Madrid.
see, you see what makes you like a great player when your team needs you and you know you put them on your back. It reminded me of Ronaldo when
No,
Ronaldo played
no,
Ronaldo versus Zlatan back in
no.
the days when they had like a playoff and Ronaldo scored, Zlatan scored, and Ronaldo give him two. I'm like, man, dad,
Hmm.
I respect you. Ah, that's what you need. That you listen, Italy don't have nobody like that. They keep calling this boy the king guy who was supposed to have great potential, but at the end of the day, he's
No,
just
but
a
he did
decent player.
he did miss chances. I would say that he had a
Yeah,
one-on-one through ball where like he was
yes,
in goalie. He missed
yes,
it, but he's doing better than everybody else.
correct.
He
But
can try
that's
the Retegui guy. That's why he's
yeah,
in Saudi.
that's because the level there is low. So when you're at a low level, you can shine. If you're not like great player, he's a good player. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but if he was like what I'm saying with Gyökeres literally got one game for his team, and then he put the whole thing to sleep. He told Lewandowski, go to bed, man. It's my time now. I'm the new striker now, and there's
Uh,
gonna be. He took his team to the World Cup. No Isak, uh, and then he's also gonna win the Premier League. So that's a great year, man.
I mean, there's
And he's coming off scoring the most goals with Sporting as well. So I mean, if you look at that guy, he's done
he's
well.
he's he's on the right trajectory for his
Yeah,
career, right?
that too crazy.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves a little bit.
Okay.
He's still the same one that has been scored for a while until recently. So,
Well, this is what happens when you get service, when the team is playing for you now.
bro,
Now
it,
Saka is cutting
the
back.
ball bounced to him off the post.
That means you're in
And
the right position. Ah,
he he wasn't
you
there.
know
He came from behind. He
when
went to
was
the
that?
back somewhere.
Do you know how
If
hard it
anything,
is?
if anything, a ref would have called a foul for the
Do you
push.
know? Do you know how hard it is to score a goal?
It's
You're
easy.
talking about this. No, it's very hard to score a goal, man.
So, but obviously, congrats to Sweden and him and Graham Potter for, taking them that far. But let's see how they do in the World Cup as well. Now, the teams are set
Mm-hmm.
in take on Norway. On, actually, they take on Norway June 1st for a friendly before the World Cup. So hopefully they have some good preparations for that. Um, Now the groups are set, right? I
Correct.
have hold on. Let me make sure I have this right. All right. So we have Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and Czechia, right?
Yes.
Who do you think about that group?
Good. South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa, Mexico, South Korea, and Czechia in Group A.
To be honest, any of them, whoever's having a good time at that moment.
All right. And then for Group B, we have Canada, we have Bosnia, Qatar, Switzerland.
Switzerland should win that group.
Okay, and who else comes out? Do top two. I think they have top three coming out, and then uh top
Switzerland,
two, and then best third teams or whatever.
probably Bosnia. I don't really know if Canada is like US level. They're even below US. So, I mean, they have players all over the world, but I would have to give it to Bosnia.
Okay, and then Group C, you have Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland.
Brazil and
Morocco,
Morocco.
Haiti, Scotland.
Brazil and Morocco.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no McSauce for the next stage.
Sorry?
No Tammany going through the next stage.
Come on, man. What is it? Scotland? Scotland? Nah, they're not good.
All right, and then we have Group D. We have USA, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey.
Well, Turkey first. Then it's pretty much between US and Australia. I think maybe the home field advantage should boost the US.
Mm. But looking at how they played these friendlies, it's not encouraging.
Of course, it's not the
Pulisic is not on form. McKennie is not. McKennie is doing well, but it's an on and off player.
it's not encouraging, but I
They don't
think,
even know who the goal is gonna be.
yeah, I think once the tournament starts, they'll put everything together. Traditionally, the home team generally gets a boost. So,
Okay, because when I'm looking at this group,
and I'm not too familiar with Australia.
Australia, yeah, I think Paraguay is actually a tough one where they can actually upset some teams in that group.
Okay, I mean they're South American, so
Yeah.
I can definitely see, you
So
know,
I can see a situation where US are third in there, if anything. Even they can be fourth, last in the group because Australia is not that easy.
I would say, man, according to the ranking, the US is higher than them. So,
But I mean,
I,
people just said the ranking don't mean nothing.
but I don't know those teams. If you ask me, I
Yeah,
don't know anybody from Australia.
yeah. And
So they're gonna be formidable. But I'm giving the home field to the US because it's their home field.
and if it was a different US team, I would have said maybe sure. But this team, not confident in them at all. But let's go to Group E: Germany, Curacao, Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador.
Curacao,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'll win a game, but I'll take Germany and Ecuador.
Yeah.
Ecuador has a low-key nice squad.
Yeah, but Cote d'Ivoire is nice too. So Germany, I think I'll go Germany, Cote d'Ivoire, or even Cote d'Ivoire, Germany.
Yeah,
Cote
that's
d'Ivoire wins the group.
I don't know about Cote d'Ivoire, man. Yeah, they have a
Germany,
nice squad, but I think Ecuador is defensively more stout. And then I do like the midfield.
yeah, it's I
And
think
even
probably three teams
have,
that's part of that group.
yeah, they have like good players from, in Europe playing at high level.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Cote d'Ivoire is like, what's the boy's name from Menu?
Diallo,
Diallo, and then maybe
Yellow, Pepe. They have they have a
Kessie's
lot of
like,
good players.
yeah, but I mean, if I'm looking at like the best player in that group, I see Moses Casedo is the best player.
I mean, yes, they have Caicedo. I think they have Nkapie.
Yeah,
For
Patrick,
Cote d'Ivoire, yeah, they have Patrick too. They have Kessie, Traore,
bro,
Kenny
Kessie's
Wiley. He's still balling.
on
He's like
old.
Kante. They have Agbadu from Wolves. They have Adingra. They have Diallo. They have Gerson from Villa. They have Pepe. They have Diamande. And then they have some good players. Seko Fofana, Ibrahim Sengare, Mohamed Kone. So they have some good players that can upset some Germany, maybe Ecuador. Definitely they should be Curacao. I think they're just happy to be there, but I don't think they're gonna compete at a high
I don't
level.
think this is their first World Cup.
I believe so.
I've never heard about them.
Yeah. And then group F, we have Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia.
Netherlands and Sweden. Maybe Tunisia will make. I mean, Japan just beat England,
Hmm.
but Netherlands for sure. Then the three others, they can fight for the other spot, to be honest.
Yeah. And then we have group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand.
You said Belgium and
Egypt,
Egypt. Yeah,
Iran, New Zealand.
the Belgium and Egypt.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think New Zealand is very good, and then Iran or Iraq. This is the
Even
first time.
Iran, I don't know if they're gonna make it to the World Cup with everything that's going on, but
I mean, how can they come to the rock?
I mean, then someone else has to fill in that spot. Who does it go to?
Nigeria,
Well, it could be Nigeria, it could be Italy, it could be uh
Nigeria should play Italy for the last spot. Let's
that
take,
would be funny.
let's take Iran out and allow Nigeria and Italy give them a third shot.
Mm, I don't think they'll even take that shot. But uh group H, we have Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay.
Spain, of course,
Okay.
and Uruguay should make some noise. They have some little nice players. So
Fede,
I don't know about them.
they have Fede, they have what's the striker's name? Nunes.
Noon,
You know,
yeah,
they have some good players.
uh, they have some good players.
Yeah. Group I mean, it's a given. Yeah. Here I can see three teams qualifying as well. France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway.
Got
France.
Iraq.
Yeah.
Oh, it's France and it's gonna be France and Senegal.
Yeah.
Again, no,
What do you think Norway to get a third spot if they able to play well?
it depends on how Holland does. But
Mm.
I mean, they did good in the qualifiers, but
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about their team overall. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have in Group J, Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan.
Who?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Hmm.
Hey.
Michael. Yeah.
uh, Algeria should make some noise. Yeah, some nice players. I don't know about the rest, but Jordan, I don't think they'll do well. So I'll pick the other two.
So Argentina and Jordan.
No, Argentina is gonna qualify, man.
Yeah.
Jor- Jordan is not gonna qualify. So maybe Algeria.
Okay, so Argentina and Algeria.
Yeah.
All right. Austria just beat Ghana 5-1. So
This is Ghana, man. Everybody can everybody.
uh in Group K, there's Portugal, Colombia, Uzbekistan, and DR Congo.
Uzbekistan. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Congo should be all right, yeah. And
Eh,
then what's the other team?
Colombia and Portugal.
Okay, Portugal should qualify. I think Congo can give Colombia a scare.
Okay.
They can do that.
Okay. So who you going for?
Because Portugal and then I'll go with Congo
Cool.
because
All right. I'll
they
go
have
Colombia.
the
I think Colombia will do it. Congo might get the third spot, but that's
actually Colombia has some very nice players, but
yeah.
they're still using Hamas. That guy
Yeah.
is old. They're still
Hey,
using
he's still putting in work.
Hamas. Man. Really.
And then the last group, we have England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama.
England and
Croatia.
England and Croatia.
I don't see how Ghana gets through now that it's
Maybe
coach.
maybe they beat Croatia. Who knows?
I mean, we have seen it
Maybe.
before where they played tight 1-0 games, but that team was a good team. A team where they had Sula Muntari, they had ACN, they had Stephen Apia, they had Samuel John, they had
We have we have some
Martin.
Firmino, man. We have Firmino and
Yeah, but take us a minute. Who else is gonna step up?
Kudus. Firmino and Kudus are there.
Kudus is injured. He's yet to come back. You don't know how he's gonna
He's
come
come
back.
back. He's ready to come back for Spurs so he can help them for relegation battle. Yeah.
Well, but now that we have gone through all the teams, give me your top four teams to make it to the semis.
France,
Okay.
um, Argentina.
Okay.
Uh, those are my top two teams, of course.
France and Argentina. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm. Depending on the path, obviously. But I say I'll give England and Spain. Spain is third, and then I'll put England in the last.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Argentina is on the same path as hmm, Group B, E, F, I, J. So let me see. I. So they're in the same path as France. So depending on where they fall, they might play France or B. If they get a team from Group B, they're lucky because that's
doesn't
kind
really matter.
of them, Qatar, Switzerland.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think those are my top four to win.
Okay.
Spain, and it goes in order like France, Spain, Argentina, and then England. Those are my top four.
Okay. I think France, for sure, definitely. Argentina, yes, they have a good track record. Um, Spain, yeah. England, I'm not so sure. So I'm gonna throw in Portugal.
Mhm. Okay.
Or even maybe Germany, actually. I'll do Germany.
They don't have a striker, man.
I don't need a striker.
I'm
Yeah,
going.
they have Vert, they have Carl, Leonard Carl, they have Musiala, they're fine. Whoever is up there can figure it out, can tap it in. Fulcrum or Kai or whoever they put up there, they'll be fine.
Fulkrug is still alive.
Yeah, even Undav. Undav is alive. Remember Undav from Brighton days?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll be fine. Now,
Arch.
this week we heard Spurs got a new coach.
Yes.
Tudor left, like we were saying last that he needs to go. He
Yes.
left. He wasn't sacked because I think he had some family bereavement, so they had stepped down from the role altogether. Plus the
Mhm.
GL, so it kind of worked out for both parties.
Yes.
But Desiree coming in, we already know how he is and how he was at Brighton. He won 26 games at Brighton and lost 25, and a few
Mhm.
draws in between. How do you see him impacting this team? Can he save them? Because we saw how Brighton play under him, expensive football, passing, playing from the back, all that. Can he do that here?
No, I don't think he needs to do that. And then can he do better than what Tudor was doing? Yes, is you can't go any lower if they're not winning. So
Yes, but
uh, I
can
mean,
this team win? Because it's not about
yes, yes, he can win. The players are there. He just needs to be proactive and almost like reactive. He doesn't need to be dogmatic in a sense as how he played with, Brighton and let's say Marseille. Just set up to get results. Results, be result oriented. Do not be about how you play and how it looks. That should be the last thing on his mind. Just be proactive and not too much dogmatic, not too much coaching, not too much philosophy. Just focus on defense and then allow those your talented players to shine that are gonna shine. And then Kudus is coming back, so that'll be a boost for them. So I don't see them getting relegated. I think everything aligns for them to pick up.
now. My question to you is looking at all the players that are there, these are the same players that were under some of them under Ange, most of them. Um, Thomas Frank, and then Tudor took over. And it's the same players. It's not this
Yeah,
coaches are bad coaches. That
correct.
you can say is the players are not good enough.
Yeah, we can
What
say
makes
that.
this different?
I mean, you have a good point, obviously. I'm not taking anything away from that point, but I just believe that they're talented enough to not get relegated, if that, um, you know, makes any difference. I just feel like their talent itself will carry them throughout the season, and they have a favorable, matches or fixtures coming up, so see them for
I don't know about
they, they,
fixtures.
they they only play like two top teams, and the rest of them are all like middle of the tier. So they can get 3 wins at least.
But looking at the fixtures, right? Let's run through them real quick. They have Sunderland. It's not an easy team. And bro, even though he has a few days bef- to prep with the team, because now the teams come back for international break, and this weekend's FA Cup, so they don't play. So they have about a week and a few days extra to work out whatever they need to work out with the Zerbi. Sunderland is not an easy team to play. Brighton will not be easy. Wolves on recent form is not easy. That game they should be able to win. Then you have Villa, who are fighting for top five, top four, so they are motivated. Leeds trying to battle that relegation or get away from Spurs, so that's also going to be easy. And even in general, they're not easy team to play. Then they have Chelsea, who are also fighting for top five, so they also have something to fight for. And Everton, who have Europe hopes, so they can also have something to fight for. So out of these teams, who are they gonna beat?
I mean, other than Aston Villa and Chelsea, they can compete with all the rest of them, and they'll just need to beat Wolves, beat Leeds, and take care of Sunderland too. I think if they can get off to a good start, especially against Sunderland, then that kind of sets the table for them, and I believe they'll be able to do that.
Yeah,
Because Sunderland has nothing to play for. They're not going to be relegated. They're not going to be promoted. Nothing to play for. So
yeah,
they
but I
only
don't think they're not motivated because they play at home.
yeah, but they don't have nothing to play for.
Yeah,
Whereas Spurs actually have something to play for. So the level of motivation for both teams is different.
yeah, but okay. But can you see this players being motivated? Because I don't see it.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Now let's talk Chelsea. Chelsea has been in the news recently. with most of the players wanting to leave. And the sole reason is if they don't make Champions League football, their salaries go down. So they don't like that, so they gotta go. Or they're trying to find ways out. How
Yeah.
that how do you see that situation?
I mean, it seems like the firing of Maresca caused a lot more harm than maybe they thought. And then with the whole philosophy of buying young, now it's kind of coming back to bite them because the younger players from a couple years ago have now matured, and now they're bringing new younger players who are not mature enough to play with them. So it seems like the players are taking aim at the club philosophy
Yeah.
and also maybe a dig at the current coach. They may not see him in high regard as Moresca. So that's causing problems. And then players are actually seeming to, say that they're open to moving on from Chelsea. So it's almost like Chelsea has become like a stepping stone for players to go to bigger clubs in that regards. So I think that's the most concerning part. Even though they have these 8-year contracts, when players want to leave, they can find ways to leave. So the identity of Chelsea in itself seems to be maybe at a crossroads, and they may have to reconsider everything because if the players that came in young who are now, kind of mature want to leave, you can't really do anything. So now you become like, a selling club, to be honest. So that's not really where I think teams with ambitions, as, to win the league and Champions League, they have these types of, players speaking out against the club in this way. So it's kind of rare, but it seems like it's not one or two, maybe three people because now there are links for all these talented players to go elsewhere. Even Palmer, there's links to United.
Yeah. And it's sad because looking at the potential of this club and the money that they're spending and the players that are coming in, you should think that it's working. And with and how Maresca was playing, you could see progress. You could see maturity in the games. Yes, there'll be times where you go on a bad run and whatnot. It's normal. But him leaving disrupted everything that they've done for the past 18 months or so. So now you can have a restart in the middle of the season. You have Champions League games to play for, so it kind of makes it hard for them to see where we're going, you know. But let's see how they end in the season. Uh, I want to do a quick walk through the FA Cup. So we have Man City, Liverpool. Who you got on that?
Man City.
Okay, Chelsea, Port Vale.
Actually, I'll take Man City.
Okay,
Well, Chelsea and who?
Port Vale.
I've never heard of Port.
Yeah, I think Division Two or so.
Yeah, well, they should pack their bags.
Yeah, I think yeah, League One. Yeah, League One. So and then Southampton, Arsenal.
Arsenal, Arsenal,
All right, and then Leeds, West Ham.
West Ham,
Who do you see winning the FA Cup in general?
Arsenal.
Okay. All right, we shall see on that. I'm not gonna rebuttal this time. Just gonna let it be. Um, but let's see how it goes this weekend. We shall see club football being back, and we shall be here to do this all over again next week. Hope you guys have enjoyed this content. See you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.